Hello, Chart Champion family. Hope you're doing well. And I needed to go live because we are in the middle of a very big dump to the downside here on Bitcoin. True story. I was having dinner right now with my family and I said, I need to go join my second family, the champions, because they are going to need to know what's going on right now. So yeah, I wasn't even like thinking about doing a live stream tonight. And I saw this move to the downside and my first thoughts were you guys watching this video. So yeah, all the people here tuning in today, I hope that I can help you. That's my main mission with this video. Maybe you are fearful right now. Maybe you are really unsure what's going on. You know, I hope to bring a little bit of calmness to your trading here and also, yeah, provide you, of course, with some top-notch technical analysis and see if we can get some trades out of this. So yeah, I hope that you appreciate me leaving my other family in the middle of dinner. But yeah, this is a pretty exciting time. Obviously, yeah, this is a major move to the downside. And yeah, I would like to cover this for you and explain what we can be looking for next and really give you a very good reason of the current high that we've even put in here. So it's all very, very, very technical indeed. So hope that you are doing very well indeed. Let's pop out the chat and see how people are doing very quickly. I know I've literally just started it. There was no warning, so we're going to give people a few minutes to join. I know people are going to be coming in just literally every few seconds. So yeah, I can see the numbers coming up and up and up and up. So yeah, hello everybody as we just begin this stream. This Frauger says $54,000 next target. Of course, if you watched my YouTube video, what was that, yesterday? Or the day, 2 days ago? I can't even remember, but I made a YouTube video a few days ago. And of course, that big target where I'm looking for that major long is still $54,000. Will we get there? I'll be telling you in this video. But yeah, $54,000 is a major level, of course. Rejecting that huge value area low retest. Got Adam shorting. So Adam is in a Bitcoin short off of the value area low retest. Good trade. Can't say otherwise. That was a very nice trade indeed, my friend. So well done on those profits that you're currently in. It's too late. Damage all done. We can still see continuation for sure here, although yes, I do agree locally we are reaching some support. Easy54 says $43,000. Are we going to see? Don't think we're seeing that today, but nevertheless, Easy54 is going for $43,000. Should you be going for $54,000 and following that username along with Frauger here? I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The king has arrived now. I humble myself. Thank you ever so much. No, just here to look through the charts and big love, Daniel. Thank you for everything. Thank you everyone for these kind comments. And with that, yeah, we are, well, there we go. We've already over these last minutes seen another 250 people join the stream. So we're now up to over 500 and I think this is a good time to kick it off. So yeah, I hope that you're all looking forward to this. I am going to keep it short and sweet because yeah, this wasn't really a planned stream, so I'll give you the information as quick as possible. I don't want to waste any time here. So really simply, this was actually I even want to say this was a difficult day of trading. Why? Because you had a lot of mixed signs in terms of Bitcoin with the legacy markets, okay? So the legacy market, so what I mean by that is like the stock market. So here we can see the S&P 500 E-mini futures, massive strength, right? Really, really, really big pumps to the upside. The same on the NASDAQ, right? Really big pump to the upside, of course, coming into resistance locally, but you know, this is what we call normally correlated markets. So Bitcoin is, again, there's no 100%, but generally speaking, it's pretty correlated. Okay, so we see big moves up on ES and NQ, big moves to the upside. And now here we see Bitcoin, massive move to the downside. That just shows you that Bitcoin is not totally correlated right now. So this is a major thing you want to write down. Bitcoin and the stock market have lost its correlation for now. Okay, they're not moving together. Inversely correlated, you could say, with the DXY. So this is a funny one though, isn't it? Because the DXY on the day overall moving up, and that's generally an inverse correlation. But today you see stock market, DXY all moving up, so the dollar, while Bitcoin moving, yeah, pretty heavily down. But Bitcoin actually ran into some pretty major levels, and you know that's why you got to be aware of these major levels. So I actually have been telling my team for over 24 hours now the importance of 59,700. Okay, so yeah, we were seeing massive pumps on ES and NQ. Bitcoin was following along slowly at the time here, But for me, major level, you can see here posting about it today at around 4 p.m. UK time. Okay, 59,700. That's the level that, pretty impossible to get through for the past 24 hours. Okay, so as you can see, this was my analysis yesterday of the situation as we were moving down. No reclaim of 59,700, no long. And here we are 24 hours later. So this was the situation yesterday. You can see here, really simply, okay, I just want to show the importance of how that level, remains. So this was yesterday, the 14th of August, 59,700. For me, it was simple. While we are unable to reclaim this level, it's not bullish and we got to look for lower prices. So there's no long opportunity, even though we're at a support zone, unless we reclaim 59,700. That was yesterday, okay? I was telling my team that. And now here we are, 24 hours later, 59,700, still an important level. And there you go. That was at 4 p.m. Then around 7 p.m. is when we started getting this move to the downside. And you actually had a really nice confluence level at 59,700. I will show you this. Anchored VWAP. How many times? Please, chat, if you've been following me closely, how many times I've been telling you anchored VWAPs, anchored VWAPs, anchored VWAPs. This is the tool of the month. This is the tool that's literally getting me so many wins, so many just heads up on the market. Anchored VWAP is absolutely amazing. And I want to show you this really simple anchored VWAP, right? So this is the low of the bounce, of course, and this was the high of the bounce. So I'm taking my anchored VWAP from the high of the bounce, okay, so our overall range high. Look at this, anchored VWAP from the range high of this current downtrend to the dollar, okay, to pretty much the exact dollar high. Look at that. We come up into the absolute dollar there of the anchored VWAP, and that was the high of this move. Okay, so of course that was coming in at $59,771 to be precise. Okay, you can actually see this ever so slight move. Again, it's a move up and straight back down below of just above 59,700, and that was to test the anchored VWAP. This was actually a level that I told my team earlier in the day. The anchored VWAP and value area low will be absolutely key to see if there is any strength in this move. Okay, this was this morning, or just another higher low. Well, and then what did we do? We went up during the day. We tested that anchored VWAP from the range high to the exact dollar, and that's where we formed the lower high. I just want to emphasize that because this is absolutely amazing. This is not difficult. Okay, that's not difficult. Okay, it's an anchored VWAP that's very easy to learn, and you can see how that dictated the market. There is nothing random about this. Okay, that's a level that was given in advance. Okay, I gave that to the champion members this morning. I told them the importance of that level. And you can see for yourself with your very eyes in front of you how that exact level, given hours in advance, held down the market to the exact dollar. Look at that. Look at that precision. That is, well, for a champion, that's a standard day of TA. But you can see the precision there of that anchored VWAP for a massive move to the downside. And that is why that zone is so important. Okay, anchored VWAPs, I've been shilling them heavily for the past few months. And this is why they are so powerful right now on cryptocurrency, be it the altcoins, be it crypto. You want to be using anchored VWAP because it is so amazing. Okay, so there's a little tip for you. But anyway, what are we looking at here? Well, you can see very locally, of course, we're going to be looking for this like kind of SFP type move. Again, this was only $4, but we have officially formed a little bit of a swing failure pattern down here. What we like to do when we form these types of moves is come over here and look at things such as order flow, right? So we'll be coming down on a lower term time frame. You can see down here on the 5-minute chart, as we were approaching this low, well, lots and lots of longs opening. Okay, so we really want to see really a reclaim of the previous day value area low here. And then at the very low, okay, so on the SFP, again, this is a $4 SFP. Okay, but on that SFP, we can see a lot of longs buying up towards the low of that move as well, about 6 million shorts. So what I would say here is swing failure pattern by $4, yes, but in terms of the order flow, and this is exactly what I was saying yesterday to my team, this is not the most perfect order flow that we want to be seeing, right? So we would really like to see trapped shorts into the low. Here you did have a certain amount of trapped shorts, but there are way more trapped longs. Look at this, 3.7 million longs, 6.2 million longs, right? 5.7 million longs here, 26 million longs that are now underwater, and they haven't closed yet. So these are longs that are sat underwater right now. So for me, I would actually here favor lower prices. okay, while we remain below the previous day value area low. So this is what I call understanding the order flow. So here we can see these 26 million trapped longs right now. The point of control of that candle actually coming in at 58,275. We can see around 2.5. You know, we see several millions here. Of course, that's the point of control at 5.3. We can see a big cluster here right on that previous day value area low. So, you know, people that have essentially longed heavily the dip, if they get the chance to get out at break even, they probably would take it, okay? So I would be under the thought process here of lower prices will come on Bitcoin unless we get a strong reclaim of previous day value area low, okay? So that would be my thought process here, to be honest with you. And that's personally why I am not longing that very slight small SFB, okay? And that's, again, just my personal decision. Based off of what I'm reading on the order flow. I will share you something here because this decision that I'm making today was the exact same decision that I made yesterday of realizing to my team that there was not a long trade to be had. At first, I initially wanted to look for a long on the drop, but then as we were dropping down yesterday, okay, the level that I was interested in was hit. But then I saw this in the order flow, and it's exactly what I see again today. So this was yesterday, making once again an informed decision as we hit my level of interest. So we hit yesterday 59,700, which was a level of interest for me for a potential long trade. We hit that level, the alert goes off, I look at the order flow. I see a massive amount of longs opening. I do not want to see that. That for me equals long squeeze. So just as we can see a short squeeze, big moves to the upside, this for me was a danger of a long squeeze. Okay, so we're coming down to support, but we're seeing way too many longs open for my liking with so much weakness on the chart. So the same thought process that I'm using now of why I want to see lower is the exact same thought process that I went through yesterday when my level was hit. But seeing that open interest increase is why I told my team I'll be waiting for lower, really down towards $58,400. And you can see here, if we reclaim 59,700, I might get that lower term time frame setup. In the end, we never got the reclaim. The resistance held absolutely perfectly, right? And we did make our way down to $58,400, right? So just showing you this because the thought processes that I'm using are not random, right? It's the same thought process every single time. And of course, that overall really was the right decision. 59,700 held up perfectly. The open interest continued to increase and increase. Look at that, 17 million longs, 6 million longs. From here, 59,300. We did drop it over another $1,000 to the downside, right? To test $58,000. So, you know, just absolute key. That's really what I want to emphasize here. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it is understanding the order flow, okay? If you understand this order flow, if you can read the context, again, I cannot guarantee 100% win rates here. I cannot guarantee 100% accuracy. But you can see yesterday through reading the order flow, I make an informed decision, expect lower prices came. Today, I'm making another informed decision based off of this order flow of not too long, okay? So it's just a simple case of knowing when to get into the market and knowing when to stay out of the market. And for me, this is not perfect order flow. Thus, I am happy to stay out of the market because I believe another drop will come here on Bitcoin. Okay. And so you can start to see how order flow is massively important because it is the reason between a winning and a losing trade, period. Yesterday, you could have longed the dip at 59,700. It was a support level. If you did not look at the order flow, you would have longed and you would have lost your trade. Well, today you could have done the same because guess what? You have technically formed a swing failure pattern here. You know, you have formed an SFP. We did take out this low. So again, a lot of people will be longing now, thinking, all right, it's a swing failure pattern trade. Well, we'll wait and see. Again, there's no 100% they could win this trade. Could win this trade. If we reclaim the previous day value area low, very likely, right? But my thought process is they will get stopped out. We will make another low here, and that's simply through reading the order flow. That's how I make my informed decisions. And, you know, that's kind of the way that I like to trade. So, yeah, that was my thought process here. I wanted to give you it live in the time. Of course, it would be really nice if we can see this low taken. I'll put a little alert here. If this alert goes off, we'll know that my thought process was correct. But yeah, we can continue to analyze this together because I think it is extremely interesting. Honestly, this is why I love order flow so much. It really is the big difference maker, I want to say, but turning you from even a intermediate advanced level of trading to a a very, very good level of trading. Honestly, this is what can turn your win rate upside down. Like, you start to understand the order flow. I will share with you this because this is something I am extremely proud of. This is my conservative trading account. I've not seen any good trades really over the past few days. So I've only still, waiting for a golden opportunity. But you can see here 100% win rates after 55 trades. That's pretty unheard of, right? That's pretty unheard of. That's a very, very good win rate. Well, literally the perfect win rate. So I've gone 55 trades on this account. 55 trades, 0 losses. Every trade taken has won. I won every trade I've taken on this account. And I will tell you why. Patience, waiting for good setups, and the understanding and the reading of the order flow, right? Pairing this together with the altcoins, with Bitcoin confluence. So I'm taking my altcoin trades when I'm seeing the confluence of Bitcoin. For example, altcoin drops to support, Bitcoin drops to support. I'll look for the long on the altcoin. Okay, so I'm using that levels of confluence together. And yeah, I'll be honest with you, that's how I have got this win rate. Okay, I am actually looking at a altcoin long right now, and that is on popcat. So I am looking for this popcat long off of around this anchored VWAP. I have actually been waiting for this. Yeah, I can show you. There's no reason why not, right? So I have actually got waiting for this order right now on popcat. This is the same trading account that we're looking at here. I'm looking for this popcat long. My thought process here was popcat down into that anchored VWAP zone, simultaneously Bitcoin hitting the naked point of control. So that was the thought process behind this long, by the way. Had the alerts going off. Originally when the alert went off, yeah, wasn't perfect at the range low and the first anchored view. And this is what I always say, trade the reaction. Again, there was no reaction, so there was no order, there was no trade. And then I thought to myself, okay, looking at Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin's going lower here. So I do not want a long popcat. So you start to get into my brain here. I saw the popcat alert go off. You can see the alert triggered here on popcat. I thought to myself, okay, we are at this. This was at the alert coming off. I've thought to myself, what's Bitcoin doing? I've looked at Bitcoin. I believe Bitcoin's going to make another low. So I do not want to long my altcoin yet. I will wait for Bitcoin to make another low, which should simultaneously bring popcat down for another low. And that's then when I'll take this long trade. Okay, so I've been, that's the thought process here. If you'd like to get into my brain of, the way I'm managing the altcoins, the way I'm looking at Bitcoin to manage those altcoins, it's all a strategy behind the madness. And, this is how I'm getting these win rates. Well, that's how I've got this win rate. It's lining up Bitcoin with the altcoins, with the order flow. It's looking to get in and get out. I'm not getting greedy on any of these trades. They're relatively quick trades, right? Maybe you hold this for a day, maybe 2 days, maybe even a few hours, right? But yeah, it's quick ins, quick outs, okay? Using Bitcoin to trade the altcoins in that regards, lining them up together. So yeah, that overall is the thought process there on popcat, why I've got that order waiting. That's the only altcoin that I'm waiting for at the moment. Yeah, so, that's the naked point of control, of course, for a bit more of a fake out. Yeah, as some people were commenting as we first started this stream, for me, $54,000 remains a much bigger level. This I've been saying since we were up at range high, right? Any of this zone, okay, really is just, you can even bring it down a little bit here. This is just scalp trades. Yeah, there's longs to be had, but guess what? You got to get in, you got to get out. You cannot get greedy. For me, that 54,000, 52,000 is more of a zone where we'd be looking for that major higher low, okay, onto the CC Fibonacci, where I feel we have a bit more of a potential higher term time frame, longer trade setup, okay? And that's why, if I want to be taking longs above 54K, I'm not as scared to take a long here. I'm lining myself up for a long on popcat, right? So I'm not scared to take longs on popcat. I'm not scared to take longs on Bitcoin. It's just I recognize quick in, quick out. do not be holding that for days because you're probably going to get stopped out. Okay, but if we make our way down towards $52,000 to $54,000, this is where I will look for a long once more, but I'll actually be looking to hold that potentially then for a few days to weeks, right? Really depends on the reaction and the order flow down here. But that for me is a zone of potential swing trades. Okay, of course, if we lose that, look down towards $47,000. So I'm happy to see 47K. But for me, it's just a simple case of recognizing, well, we come up to resistance zone. Well, I'm going to be looking for quick trades. We come down to support zone. Well, I'm going to be looking for those trades to last a little bit longer, right? See a question come in here from Jonathan Bull. I hope that you are all right, Jonathan, and thank you for that donation. And he says, how do I view the order flow? Really simply, there's a few different platforms that you can use. Okay, so I will give you all of the options and then I'll give you my option. So the options really that you would have are Atus, Quant Tower, and ExoCharts. Okay, I personally am using ExoCharts here. So this is ExoCharts Web, this is ExoCharts Desktop. This is what I like to use personally. But again, this is all down to personal preference. I know Severin really likes to use Atus, and Coach Igor at Chart Champions really likes to use Quant Tower. Okay, they are all paid softwares. I only use ExoCharts, to be honest with you, but I know Quant Tower is another option, and of course Atus is another option again. So it's down to personal preference, really. We actually teach all three softwares at Chart Champions, so we will teach you how to use Quant Tower, we'll teach you how to use ExoCharts, we'll teach you how to use Atus, and then you really, the end user, can make that decision of what fits your personal preference. I want to say ExoCharts is the most simple and easy. But if you want to go really, really, really deep into this, then Quant Tower offers much more depth, let's say. So a lot more customization as well. So, there's three options out there, major options. And yeah, you can obviously make your own decision. If you want to go with Quant Tower, this is, of course, paid software. We do have a little bonus. If you're interested in that, you might as well go through our partner link, because we are partnered with Quant Tower. So if that's of interest with you, rather than going direct, if you go through us, you get a bit of a discount. So yeah, I just put that out there. But at the end of the day, yeah, we teach all three, and you can make a decision of what you want. Of course, Exo is mainly focused on crypto, whereas if you're on Quant Tower Atus, you can of course trade crypto, but it's their platforms, I would say, are very focused as well on the stock market, right? So trading some futures such as ESNQ and the like. So yeah, just putting that out there. So yeah, that's really what we got going on here on Bitcoin. My thought process, again, the level of reclaims, again, I will never say there's 100%. For me, if we start to reclaim here, previous day value area low. So again, these are just things that you can write down. This could be very helpful over the coming hours, right? Because I'm not going to be on stream for the next few hours. So I'm looking for that low to be taken once more personally, which is to hit that value area, at daily naked point of control. If we do not get the reaction there, I'll look towards 54K, right? Simple as that. But if we do get some strength over the coming hours, and we have put in our low here, okay, I would be looking at this previous day value area low as an extremely key level, okay? So yeah, I repeat, my thought process is right now, lower prices to come. Where am I wrong on that? Reclaim. I'll call this a little bit of a zone. So let's say 58,500. We reclaim here 58,500 on this previous candle point of control. Then that's where I would say, yeah, the bottom is in, and congratulations anyone that did long the SFB, because yeah, you would have at that point, I would be very confident in a nice winning trade. Okay, so I'm putting myself in not a position of risk, because of course I'm not longing down here. I am putting myself in a risk of missing a trade, because yeah, if we get that reclaim of 58,500, of course I've missed all the long opportunity down here. One of those things, I prefer to play it safe. That is how I got 100% win rate, playing it safe. So yeah, that is my thought process. Looking for lower. See the reaction at that daily naked point of control, of course. But yeah, for now, looking for lower based off of the order flow here. That's my informed decision. Where am I wrong? reclaim 58,500, well, then I would have been wrong by not longing at these lows. But yeah, again, following the same thought process, same theories that I had done yesterday of not longing, and it worked yesterday. See if it works again today. Hopefully, right? So yeah, that is the thought process there. See how this lines up with popcat still coming down to my buy zone. But yeah, I really should get back to dinner, really. This was just more of a quicker stream. We've already been here half an hour. But yeah, this was more of a quicker stream, give you a bit of analysis, give you a bit of opinions here. A lot of people, what they're going to be first thoughts, really, really fearful, right? People see these big drops. They're very fearful. They're not thinking about longs. They're actually shorting at the lows. I am not interested in any shorts down here. The trades I'm looking for down here are longs, okay? So, there's no need to be fearful and scared and shorting at the lows. You do want to manage these emotions, okay? You do view drops as long opportunities. And of course, at those rises, you view them as short opportunities. Okay, I can show you with extreme accuracy the reason why we put in the high today to the exact dollar off of that anchored VWAP. This is just the bread and butter of a champion. Very, very vital tool that you got to be using right now. It is controlling the markets across cryptocurrency, right? So very, very vital tool that you understand. And yeah, this is my quick update. So I hope that you have enjoyed that. Again, if you want to learn my theories, how to understand order flow, how to use the anchored VWAP, okay, if you want live trading streams, okay, all of that, then you've got it at Chart Champions. From beginners to experts, master level course, everything covered for you, okay, as well as daily live streams, okay, every day, several live streams a day. So yeah, if that sounds good to you, you can check out more of us at the older chartchampions.com. I just wish you all a very, very happy evening, happy trading. Hope you have some good trades upcoming. And yeah, if you want to see more of me, you can get it via chartchampions.com. Final words. We will, of course, monitor and see how this goes. If I do another update, I'm enjoying actually giving the updates on TikTok right now, if I'm honest, because this is where I can just go in and do a quick video. Okay, so I will, if I upload another video this evening or tomorrow discussing Bitcoin, I'll do it probably on TikTok. So you can follow if you're interested in that. Chart Champions is the account, and you can see here I'm doing a little bit of discussions on Bitcoin. Again, this was from a good old week ago, but yeah, Chart Champions on TikTok. I know not everyone has TikTok, so I'm going to upload that same video on Instagram, which is also Chart Champions, by the way, on Instagram. But yeah, TikTok is the easiest platform for me to just upload quick videos, okay, and then I'll just republish it across Instagram story, TikTok. But yeah, Chart Champions. That's all I'll say for that. Looks like we're about to make another low. This is going to be nice. We can wrap up at making a new low, and I can say, well, saved a lot of you making bad trading decisions of longing too early. There you go. We hopefully that'll be a nice way to end it. Show you everything that I've talked you through for the past half an hour was correct. But you can see here, understanding this order flow. Look how key it is. Okay, if this was a proper SFB, you're looking for this to take off straight away, right? No, but you see the really more bearish order flow. Even what some people could think is confusing, because they're like, well, trap shorts into the low, longs opening off the back of it, lots of longs opening, But I read that, make an informed decision, and looks like I'm going to be right. But let me know if that surprises you by now. Yeah, I need to really keep it calm, keep it professional, and yeah, at the end of the day, I can be wrong. So maybe I'm wrong. I still could be right. So yeah, keep it humble, keep it professional, and yeah, I kind of want to wrap it up because I do want to get back to my family. So, yeah, I will just end by saying this. Yeah, if you want to see more, you know where to get me. I'll try and give you an update over on Twitter or TikTok or something like that. But for now, yeah, of course, my next update, 100%, will be over for the champions inside the Discord, right? So cheers, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you ever so much. Have a brilliant evening, and I will catch you, well, maybe in a live stream tomorrow inside a chartchampions.com membership. Cheers, everybody. Thank you. And that is me now signing out. Goodbye. Cheers.